Hi everybody, Morley Scott along with Dave Campbell. CFL free agency began on Tuesday at 10 a.m. Edmonton time. It took a while, but teams started to sign players, including the Edmonton Eskimos, who have signed since then, Dave, 4 players addressing 3 pretty key needs. First, the offensive line.
Ed Hervey said on Thursday that if he didn't sign 2 linemen in free agency, he said it would have been an absolute failure. He has to try and find a way to improve that area. He does through Andrew Jones, who's a bit of an anomaly, I think. Hasn't really played much with the Toronto Argos, played more with the BC Lions, was a starting left guard there out of the 2010 training camp, then he got hurt. Justin Sorensen, I like this guy. 6'8", 313 pounds, and a whole lot of nasty, which is what you need on the offensive line. So those 2 players really helped Ed Hervey in addressing his offensive line and also the depth on that offensive line from a non-import standpoint.
Matt Carter signs with the Ottawa Red Blacks, so the Eskimos need some more depth at Canadian receiver. They did that through Akeem Foster.
You know, he's a bit of a project at this point. He's had 32 starts in the Canadian Football League with the BC Lions. He is someone who's big, he's tall, he's physical, he's got to find a good set of hands, and I think that's what's holding him back from being an elite non-import receiver in the Canadian Football League. But it's a need that the Eskimos have because of Matt Carter's departure. It's someone that Ed Hervey is challenging too, and he said, you know what, I want you to come here and make the best of your opportunity.
Probably the guy who has a chance to make the biggest impact on the Eskimos this year via free agency is Patrick Watkins, because he's about that tall. He's big, he's strong, he's aggressive, maybe the best cornerback in the CFL.
Ed Hervey calls him someone who just eliminates a wide receiver. You know, we talk about wide receivers who are 6'5". We don't talk much about defensive backs who are 6'5". That's what Pat Watkins is. They want to change the philosophy of the defense. Chris Jones plays a lot of press man coverage, which means a lot of one-on-one coverage for the defensive backs. Patrick Watkins is able to take a wide receiver out of the picture. He's a ball hawk, he can cover well, and also he can blitz as well if Chris Jones needs him to do that.
And Ed Hervey's probably not done yet. He still has to go out on the free agent market and plug some holes.
Absolutely. He wants to get more depth on that offensive line. He wants to get more import defensive players that can play and are suited for that press man system that Chris Jones wants to play.
So more free agent signings to come. Stay tuned.